What's up with it, man? We back with another one. So there you have it, man. This is my post fight to the Devin Haney versus George Kambosos fight. Man, it was a perfect fight for Dev, man. Perfect fight. It went exactly how I thought it was. If you watch my breakdown on the fight and my prediction, went exactly how I thought it was gonna go, man. Dev controlled the whole fight with his jab. The jab was the key to everything. Like with Kambosos' skill set, the jab was everything, man. Kambosos is a timing type fighter, you know what I mean? So if you got a jab working the whole night, like an educated jab like Dev had, like Dev got, made it easy fight for Dev, man. It looked like he was sparring out there, you know what I'm saying? So it was a perfect fight for Dev, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. It was a beautiful thing to watch. Watch him control that whole fight with his jab and pitch a shutout. Won 12 rounds to 0. And if y'all seen my last video, my bad, where I broke the fight down, I was telling y'all how it was important for Dev to win every round that he can win, and he was gonna need to win, I thought 10 rounds or more. But after looking at them scorecards, man, Dev needed to win all 12 of them motherfuckers, man, because he already had 4 rounds in the bank. He already had 4 rounds lined up for him. So all Kambosos had to do was go out here and win 10 rounds to win 2 rounds to get a draw. You know what I mean? If Kambosos would have won 10 rounds, he would have got a draw, man. That's crazy. And it would have been bad, because had that been the case, Dev would have won 10 rounds to 2 and still walked out that motherfucker with a draw. And ain't no telling if the rematch would have happened, Kambosos probably would have ducked off somewhere and fucked the whole rematch off against Dev. So, man, Dev did everything he needed to do. He fought a disciplined fight, man. Disciplined fight, and won 12 rounds, man. 12 rounds to 0, man, and left out that motherfucker with these belts. But I mean, shit, it really ain't much to break down, because pretty much the story of the night was the jab. It was the jab. Dev, he switched it up. He switched the timing up on the jab. He switched the speed up on the jab. He did everything. The jab controlled Kambosos the whole night, and it had Kambosos confused, because anytime Kambosos thought about something, he got popped with that jab. Anytime he tried to switch angles, he got popped with that jab. Anytime he tried to come in, he got popped with that jab. And Dev was throwing one jab, double jab, you know what I'm saying? Changing the speed up on the jab, moving around, sticking his ass with the jab. Then every once in a while, he'll come behind it with the right hand. When Kambosos come in, he'll throw a check left hook just to switch it up. But the jab was pretty much the key to the fight, the whole fight. And that's exactly what I thought Dev needed to do. And he needed to do that for 12 straight rounds in order to be convincing enough to win this fight, man. And that's exactly what Dev did. So, if y'all watched my last video or my breakdown, man, I was on point with everything I said, man. Everything I said that Dev needed to do is exactly what he did. He fought a perfect fight and walked out that motherfucker with a dub, man. Walked out that motherfucker with a dub and all them belts, man. And to be honest, I don't even see them having a rematch, because it ain't shit that Kambosos can do to beat Dev. It ain't nothing that he can do to switch it up to beat Dev, because like I said, Kambosos, like, he's a timing type fighter. He's a counter puncher naturally. So, I mean, he'll trade with you. Kambosos will trade with you. But in order for him to get his offense off like he want to, he has to time you. He has to time you, and he wants to counter punch. And with Dev having a perfect jab like that, an educated jab like that, it ain't nothing Kambosos can do to get in on him in order to start his offense. because anytime he try to do anything, he getting popped with the jab and he has to reset. And that's just a recipe for, I mean, shit, you can pretty much copy and paste this fight and then you're going to get the same result. So it ain't even really no point. And to be honest, Bob Arum being the businessman that he is, I know he don't want this fight. And he going to try to talk Kambosos out of taking this rematch, because ain't no point in them going all the way to Australia just to get the same results that they got. Now, if Dev would have won maybe 9 rounds in the fight and somehow would have left with the victory, even though after the scorecards, 9 rounds wouldn't have got it done, because 9 rounds would have gave Kambosos 7, because he already had 4 rounds in the bank. So according to the scorecards that they read it was what was it, 116 to 112. 2 judges had it 116 to 112. So 3 rounds, Kambosos winning 3 rounds, hey, he would have got the dub. So the fact that he lost all 12 rounds and the rounds wasn't even competitive, I know Bob Arum don't want to pay to go all the way back over there to Australia just to get the same results that he just got. So I'm curious to see, man, how this whole rematch situation shake out, man, especially with the rematch being over there and all that, man. I don't see them doing that. So I don't know, man. But that's my thoughts on it, man. I had Dev pretty much doing exactly what he did. Dev fought a perfect fight, a disciplined fight. The jab was everything, man. And I think, me personally, I think Dev might have the best jab in boxing. I thought Errol Spence had it, and it's close. It's close because Errol Spence can do pretty much everything that Dev did this fight with the jab. But I haven't seen Errol Spence do it except for in the Mikey fight. He did it in the Mikey fight, but after a while, he started just pressing forward on Mikey. He started pressing forward on Mikey and just started beating on him. Dev did that shit for 12 straight rounds, man. 12 straight rounds. Switched it up perfect. Changed the timing on it perfect. Was throwing, like I said, throwing 1 jab, throwing double jabs. You know what I'm saying? He did everything that he needed to do with the jab, and that was the exact game plan that he needed to have with him being over there in Australia, fighting over there in this man's backyard, and needing to win 12 rounds to get the win. And he did that. So, man, I'm curious to see, like I said, I'm curious to see about the whole rematch thing. But hey, that's my post-fight. Let me know what y'all think. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment, man. Comment, let me know what y'all think. And let me know if y'all think I was on point. Watch my previous video on my breakdown, how I let y'all know that Dev was gonna have to win this fight with the jab. The jab was the key to everything. I said exactly that in my prediction, and that's exactly what Dev did, man. So let me know what y'all think. Like I said, like the video, subscribe, and tap in with me, man. I'm gone.